Nigeria Info, Sam Oracle Chinedu here. Let us begin at the beginning. And that is with the Rivers State Sole Administrator, retired Vice Admiral Ibokete Ibas, saying his mandate to restore peace in Rivers State requires the support of the civil servants. Administrator Ibas said this while swearing in 8 newly appointed permanent secretaries at the government house in Port Harcourt on Thursday. He said the appointment of the new permanent secretaries is a direct contribution to the presidential mandate given to him.
You are being called to serve at a time when Rivers State is undergoing delicate, necessary transition, one marked by the charge by His Excellency to restore peace, stability, and good governance to our dear state. That presidential directive is unambiguous to reset governance, ensure institutional order, and uphold the integrity of the public service as a foundation for peace. Your appointment today must be seen as a direct contribution to that national mandate.
Ibas also charged them to be accountable and promote peace through good governance. The sole administrator said his administration will monitor their activities and reward excellence. Okay. So that's the position of the administrator, saying that his mandate to restore peace to this crisis-ridden rivers cannot be actualized without the support of civil servants. What are you hoping to hear? Yeah, that's it. He made appointments and he says it's in line with his mandate. Well, you know what they say. A person with a hammer would treat everything like a nail, right? From his position, he is geared towards the restoration of peace. Why? Because that's a job given to him. It's the same way that the FCC yesterday said that they need our support for this new law. It's not a law yet, but the law they would like the National Assembly to enact. And let's all be partners in progress. So in whatever way a person wants to deploy your expertise, that is what you become. These new appointees are to become agents of peace. Why? Because the administrator says, my job is for peace. If his job were to, let's say, conduct an election, the people he appointed will become whatever they need to be for the actualization of that goal and purpose. And when his job is done, he would leave. It's that simple. So there's nothing to see here. Well, moving from that to the next headline, which is quite an interesting one. The president of the Dangote Group, Aliko Dangote, has doubted the possibility of the state-owned Port Harcourt, Warri, and Kaduna refineries functioning ever again. You heard that correctly. Dangote also stated that the refineries, which are under the management of the NNPC, had gulped up to 18 billion naira, yet have refused to work. He spoke on Thursday while hosting members of the Global CEO Africa from Lagos Business School after a tour of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery in Lekki, Lagos. According to Dangote, the 650,000 capacity Dangote refinery, which he built after the government of late President Umar Yar'Adua aborted his acquisition of the government refineries, now has over 50% of its output dedicated to PMS, that's petrol, saying that even government refineries committed just 22% of their production to petrol. Okay. So if you think Dangote is showing off, yes, he is. He actually is. But hey, there's nothing wrong with bragging if you can live up to the hype. So here's the thing. While I have a problem with the way he said what he said, you can't take away the reality from it. Dangote did not say that the refineries are not functional. He said he does not think they will ever work. Right? So they are doomed to fail. And he has said this on the heels of us, Nigerians, waiting for the refineries to come back on stream. If you remember, the Port Harcourt refinery had taken a 30-day break for recharging. Right? I don't know what word they use, but the point is small maintenance to touch here and there. There's some knot that is loose. They need to tie it. They say it's for 30 days. Don't worry, just in exactly 1 month. All of us say, okay, no problem. It's just 1 month that we're not using. So we gave them 1 month, and well, it's been way beyond 1 month. And refinery, we no see. Some experts here and there have, given their reason. Say, well, you see, these things, it's not really as simple as it is. The process is technical, mechanical, spiritual, physical. Say, okay, there's no problem. Is he ever coming back? Just be patient. It will return. But whether you agree with them or Dangote, there's something about this situation that does not make sense. Say, well, say, King Selfie wants to okay, that could be true. Whether or not he admits it, every businessman, because that will be rife. But why you want to knock Dangote for making this statement? While will he not want our refineries to work? And why you might not like him because he is the mega African capitalist? You have to ask questions. Why are our refineries not working? And some things do not make sense until there is context. If you see the figure, $18 billion to revive, revitalize, resuscitate, resurrect our refineries, it doesn't seem like it's a lot. Why? Because we don't really know how much those things cost. But then when someone gives you context, that's when you get angry. Now here's some context. Dangote's refinery was built from scratch with $20 billion. Now I say from scratch, meaning that where the refinery is now was an empty land. They did not revitalize. They did not rejig, resuscitate an old refinery. No, there was empty land. Dangote slept one night, woke up and said, I have a dream that I will own a refinery and be the main supplier of crude products to Nigeria and Africa. And then he did what he needed to do. Got $20 billion. And over the course of 7-8 years, he built what we have now. That is currently responsible for giving us the petrol that I use to drive to work today. $20 billion. Now, let me tell you a few things about that refinery. It is the world's largest single-train refinery. It refines up to 650,000 barrels per day. In land area, it contracts over 2,635 hectares in the Lekki Free Zone, about 7 times the size of Victoria Island. The distillation column record, it features the world's largest distillation column, 112 meters tall, 2,350 tons. The heaviest refinery component houses the largest and heaviest refinery regenerator, weighing 3,000 tons, a record for transport over Africa's public roads. It has a built-in power plant of 435 megawatts. It boasts 1,100 kilometers of subsea pipelines, the longest globally, handling crude and gas to feed the complex. It has provided, I think I saw that somewhere, about 30,000 jobs. Yes, created 30,000 jobs during construction, and expecting 100,000 plus direct and indirect jobs. All these things were created with $20 billion. Now, our own government used $18 billion to revitalize, not build new one. The refineries were there. They've not been working for a long time. It's like servicing your gen. If the refineries were functional, I would have said it's too expensive, but at least. As me and you are talking today, refinery, we no see. Fuel, where you dey? Revitalize, who say? Now you need to understand the gravity of corruption. I'm not saying anybody should steal or not steal, but sometimes I think that applying wisdom in this corruption also helps. If you're a corrupt politician, or a band of corrupt politicians, because it took a lot of people to pull this off, if people will say, okay, inside $1 million, what if we chop 300? Then use 700 and walk. Because people are seeing 700's worth of work, we will not too complain. In fact, we might not even know. But you will chop the 1 million, they will send another 1 million, you chop it again. My goodness. So when Dangote is making statements like this, On a public platform, by the way, he was hosting members of the Global CEO Africa from Lagos Business School. You don't blame him. Because hate him or love him, his own refinery is working. And he's one man. He's not government. One man. Class dismissed. Coming up next, we'll be talking about the ADC and then I'll take some calls. There seems to be uncertainty over who the authentic chairman of the ADC, African Democratic Congress, is in Rivers State. While Mr. Leader Samson claims he is the party's chairman in the state, another name, Mr. Ode Lawrence, was listed in a document allegedly released by the party's national leadership. Speaking with correspondent Soibiru Wari on the matter, the ADC spokesman in Rivers State, Luckyman Igila, Luckyman Igali, yes, I think that's the correct one, insisted that the party is not divided. He said, Leader Samson remains the recognized chairman in the state. Igali explained that Ode Lawrence is actually the party's vice chairman. These are just small boys trying to come and claim that they are big boys. But he was made acting chairman temporarily, while some cases involving chairman and national leadership were in court. Now the cases are out. The interim does not want to leave again. But let's hear directly from them.
ADC in Rivers State is talking disarray, and the list that some persons claim that emanated from the National Secretariat has not been confirmed by the National Secretariat. In Rivers State, the chairman of African Democratic Congress in Rivers State is Ambassador Leader Samson. Ode Lawrence is the vice chairman of ADC Rivers State, who has been acting as a chairman for the coalition took place. A month before the coalition, Ambassador Leader Samson was brought back as chairman because this chairman and the national came in agreement and all court cases were withdrawn from court and the chairman were reinstated.
Now, he added that the South-South leader of the party's coalition will soon meet with key stakeholders to settle the issue and carry everyone along. Okay.
There's an influx of a lot of persons from various political parties into ADC. A lot of persons are jittery that some persons occupying positions are going to lose their positions. So, based on that, people are acting on traverse. But there's no cause for alarm. Like I said before, our South leader, who is His Excellency Rotimi Amechi, will...
Okay, so let's move on very quickly. But Ode Lawrence insists he's still the chairman of the ADC in Rivers State under a proper Congress. Until, rather, a proper Congress is held.
I was deputy chairman when we were elected. And when these guys were suspended and expelled, based on the party constitution, I had to assume office as the state chairman. Those documents that you are seeing there, they were pardoned by the party just a few months ago. And it was done for this coalition to come up. It does not say they should come back and remain as a chairman. As of today, I remain the chairman of ADC Rivers State. These are persons that were expelled from the party that we have just pardoned some months ago. Is that possible to come back and lead the party again? As a party, will remain on board until congresses are conducted.
All right, so what I'm going to say very quickly is same script, different cast. This is the same plot, the same script, the same story we've heard with almost all the political parties in Nigeria. The difference is the actors, the characters, the names. But you've heard this drama a million times before now. And you see, the ADC that is supposed to now be the messiah, the savior, the party everyone is running to thanks to the coalition that is looking to unseat the APC and the president, and now the same ones having the exact same kind of problems that those parties you claim that you want to remove also have. If you're looking to get into a system and your promise is to remove the system that is there already, it is because you have something better to offer. Leadership tussle, lack of internal democracy, factions already inside the same ADC. Now, what better do you have to offer that the APC is not already given? The APC government has done this. We will come, we will do this. Now, inside your ranks, you are still having... You know what? Let's take some calls. 0817-923-0002. 0817-903-06-416. Well, live on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, at Nigeria InfoPH. Watch, listen, and engage. We've talked about appointments made by the sole administrator. Dangote stating that the refineries will never work, even though it has gulped $18 billion. And the ADC with its many problems. Okay, let's see. Do I have a few messages before I take the first call? Yes, indeed, I do. A prayer in Port Harcourt says, I no believe Dangote. In fact, I take his claims and allegations as boasting, propaganda, and an industrial political speech to monopolize the sector. I'm waiting to hear from the Petroleum Minister and NNPC. Let's observe whatever we hear from anybody in the country because we don't have saints anywhere. I agree that he should not be a monopoly, but the Nigerian government has to respond with action. Whether you love him or hate him, you must answer questions. Why are refineries not working? JJ calls from Rumigbo. Hello, JJ.
Yes, Sam. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Let me talk like somebody that have Otinyam in his front.
Okay.
The controversy of the ADC, I don't think is anything too serious. I think it's normal. They have all agreed that as soon as the chairman emerges from the congresses, everything will be stable. So I don't see anything that makes headline there. But I want to go with my Omi. I don't know if you were the one interviewing Obele, when I sent a message that even 30 years that the refinery will not work. I don't know if you remember. My homie, Dangote, has also said it. Because you cannot spend 18 billion and what you spend the money on is not working. Why 20 billion is working seriously? Where are your homies, the EFCC then, that said they are looking for unexplained wealth? Is this not unexplained wealth? 18 good billion. Just like the Obasanjo regime that spent 16 billion on electricity, no light. Meanwhile, the EFCC is still busy looking for who will tell them information on unexplainable wealth. Sam, I will not joking too much. But the sole administrator, well, I think his days are just very close, so he will rush to put whatever controversy he wants to put in place by throwing in permanent secretaries. To me, I think it's just chasing shadows. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, JJ. God's Power calls from Rumudara. Hello, God's Power. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, my brother and friend, Sam.
Good afternoon.
Yes, my name is Aiba God's Power.
All right.
Sam, it is very unfortunate that people that are coming together in the name of coalition and asking Nigerians to support their coalition is not being sincere. How can you come into a house, people's house, to find succor, and you are chasing them away, bringing in your own people? ADC has been a party in existence. If you are coming to join them and you are asking Nigerians to join you for this coalition, why, if you are sincere and you don't have any personal motive, why don't you allow those that have been in existence, those that are mounting the offices of that party, to remain while you join them? Why must you remove everybody and bring in your own people? It is very unfortunate, Sam. These are the people that want to renew Nigeria. How can old people renew Nigeria? You are old in the system. You have tested it in the past. You know what you did while you were in office. And now you have come as a repentant soul or what? To renew Nigeria. We joke too much in this part of the world, Sam. To me, it is just people that have come together to deceive themselves and not Nigerians, because Nigerians are wiser. We know that their hunger is just to grab power by all means. It will not work. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, God's Power. Ida calls from Nkoro. Hello, Ida.
Yeah, Sam, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sam, as a Rivers man and as a Rivers son, I believe my mother, my father, my grandmother, my great-grandmother are from Rivers State, which is in Corrupt Kingdom. I'm pleading with the sole administrator not to appoint anybody again. His days are numbered. Please, we have an elected...
No, his time in office, please, not his days. Please.
Okay, thank you.
Please.
Thank you for that correction, my brother. Yes, I agree. You should please, this man don't have our voter's card. He has never paid us for Rivers State. You should please stop appointments, stop visiting Songhai Farm. Please, our elected governor is coming back to take Rivers State to the promised land. and all those political parties to please come together and vote for Governor Sim 2027 so that Governor Sim is going to finish his 8 years. But other governors are finishing their 8 years, former governors. So Governor Sim will finish his 8 years. So all the political parties, PDP, NNPC, should step down for Governor Sim so that Governor Sim is going to take Rivers State to the promised land. Thank you very much. God bless you. And with that from Nkoro, my lovely brother.
Thank you very much, Ida. I don't think anyone should step down for anybody. There should be healthy competition, and the best man should win. Emeka calls from Elele. Hello, Emeka.
Yes, Sam Oracle.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
I want to comment on the Dangote statement.
Okay.
About the refinery of the NNPC.
Yeah.
I want to ask Dangote, is he happy that NNPC has failed Nigeria?
Yes, he's a businessman. He's happy.
So he's happy.
NNPC's failure is his gain. So yes, he is happy.
Allegedly, he's a suspect for threatening those things indirectly.
Okay.
So he's happy that we are buying fuel at a rate of 900 and above. That he's telling us that he knows that an NPC cannot. Now, my brother, we are on a crossroad about the ADC party in Rivers State, two factions claiming to be the owners. My brother, I told you earlier, those parties is dead on arrival. They cannot survive here. They cannot survive in Nigeria. Tinubu is in charge. By 2027, those ADC and non-ADC, all of them will naturally die. Thank you and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. Chima from Rumokuta. Hello, Chima.
Hello, Mr. Oracle.
Good afternoon.
Mr. Oracle, it has become a conventionality that anything that Dangote puts in his hand, they will monopolize it and see how it's going to suffer Nigerians for it. Let us not forget that the Dangote refinery, the money he used in building that thing was loaned to him by Nigeria. In fact, Nigeria even went out of the mode of conduct that central bank have to borrow Dangote money, not even a normal commercial bank. And Dangote will stand to debase us in this magnitude. Let us not forget the aspect of cement. We were having cement imported in this nation, and it was cheap. And when Dangote came with the cement idea, building the factory, we danced over it, and Nigeria still borrowed him money again. And the moment you see what is his name again, Dangote was now monopolized the system that every other cement importing company now left. What happened to cement? It went to 15,000 naira per bag. Mr. Oracle, do you know it's going to Ghana or this neighboring country where Dangote export cement to? It is cheaper in that country than where it is being produced in Nigeria. Now, if refinery or NNPC will compete well with Dangote without having refinery, today 900 naira, tomorrow 800 naira, this is that. How much more if we have a refinery? So to me, to draw this finality about all this thing, Dangote is the one subsidizing our refinery. I'm telling you. Because in a policy where we have somebody like Dangote, it should be a blessing to us. That Dangote is becoming a problem to us in this nation. Let us give that one apart. This coalition, I told you before, what are they coaliting? Just after we had a conversation that led for me to get the manifesto of APC, which I've forgotten it, but no time will not allow us to say. Another person coming to come and hijack a party that has already been formed by another person. Now look at the River State. Has not even mentioned that want to be the leader of AGC. Not anything right in public political party in Nigeria as a whole. When he was in PDP, there was problem in River State PDP. He went to APC. There became a problem again. He has come to AGC. Now the issue is that there are original members of the regions of the people that own the party. How many will not want to work with them? He wants to recycle those his own politicians. That's what is causing the trouble here and now. Put your ear on the ground. It will be only in River State you will see the ACC having problem. But to me, thank God about it. That they will not come and begin to compete with us here when the election has come. My name is Chima Dika. I'm talking to you for Rumokuta.
All right, Chima. Thank you very much. And while I get your point, there are parts of it I don't agree with. Now, here's the thing. A couple of things we know about financing of that project. Dangote insisted that he needed to get funding locally. Did not want to, didn't want to borrow internationally. And so he approached banks. The sources were he got bank loans, equity from Dangote Group, additional short-term bridging, right? But you see, the government did not gift him the money. It was a loan. So saying that he owes you a favor because you helped to finance, your help, by the way, was a loan, which comes with interest, is going to be difficult to swallow. Also, in 2023, the Central Bank of Nigeria noted that Dangote had repaid 70% of the money he was owing. From 9 billion to 2.7 billion. So Chima, while I understand that we should be partners in progress, right? He doesn't owe you or any Nigerian anything. If you want to blame anybody for your refinery not working, speak to your government. Unless you have evidence that Dangote sabotaged the efforts, then by all means. And even if you have that evidence, you still have to speak to your government. Why did they let themselves be sabotaged? It's that simple. Obed from Rumokuta. Hello, Obed.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good afternoon, Mr. San.
Sorry, good afternoon. Go ahead.
Mr. San, people are calling this in Naira. It's dollar to $18 billion.
Yeah.
Not Naira.
Was it Naira we said?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Apologies.
You understand?
Dollars, not Naira.
It's a failure of the government. And the better we accept this failure, the good for all of us. Dangote single-handedly built refinery from scratch to what it is right now. We have been repairing under APC administration. Failure of the past leaders of APC, particularly the immediate past president, who doesn't know anything about the economy. Now, he brought this one right now that we are today. Nigeria is heading to disaster because of the current administration. They cannot be able to bring back a common refinery, let Nigeria buy at least, let's have a working refinery, a country. Because some of them allegedly have refinery in Malta, where they want Nigeria to import petrol from, so that they will make gains. They are personal gains. Look at Dangote, an individual. And if anybody is accusing Dangote that Dangote has a hand or whatever, I think the person is being economic with the truth. We know the leaders of this country, how they cannot manage even pure water they can't manage. A Jokuta Tea Company that is still lying fallow for years. Of course, if that company come to limelight, we'll stop some, at least to an extent, to import some metal materials and the rest of them. But nothing. Federal government of Nigeria cannot be able to put anything in order. It's a shame. Let nobody blame Dangote.
All right. Thank you very much, Obed. After the break, we'll take our final headline and more messages. Stay with us.